name is Terry Fagan. I'm the director of the North Inner City Folklore Project. I've been collecting the histories of the North Inner City since 1970, and so far we've built up a huge archive of people's memories from the 1913 lockout to the 1916 Rising, War of Independence, Civil War, and all through their lives and the life was like for them in the Dublin tenements. And we've also created the walking tours in this area, which is the MONTO walking tours, Red Lights and Revolution. You know, it means a lot to us to be able to show what history is in this area, because we have a hidden history. You know, so like people go around and you see the history all over the city, but you don't realise in the back streets and things that these areas are steeped with history. Not just this area, lots of areas.
We're here as part of the Ellen Hutchins Festival. Delighted to be at Seaview House Hotel on Ballylickey, which is right next to where Ellen Hutchins was born in 1785. She was Ireland's first female botanist. What's lovely about today's event is we're celebrating her story in her own words, because we're looking at her letters that she wrote mostly to a botanist in Britain, those letters are from the early 1800s, and they talk about her plants, what she found, but they also become quite personal. The relationship between her and Dawson Turner, they never met, but following their relationship in the letters is lovely. So the participants got a chance to write letters in the way they would have done in the early 1800s style, so using a feather quill and then using ink and writing those letters.
I'm Ross from Boyne Boats, and what we do is guided tours on the Boyne Canal and River using handcrafted traditional Kerry Navogue currachs. So, unique twist within it all is that the boats and me are both in a little TV show called Game of Thrones. So we cover some of the history around the Boyne Valley, the Battle of the Boyne, because we go through the battle site, some of the mythology and stories like the Salmon of Knowledge and Boann, the goddess of the Boyne, and then the connection to Game of Thrones and some of the behind the scenes things that go on that you don't necessarily hear about when you watch the shows.
We're holding our below stairs servants tour at Castletown House in Parkland. The idea is that we bring families in and we show them the kind of lesser known areas of the house. So we show them the wine cellar, the dairy, the stables, and we tell them about how servants' life worked at Castletown, what the housekeeper did, what all the roles were, you know, kind of drive home how different life was in the 18th century for servants that used to work here.
So Merlin Park Woods is here on the east side of Galway City, and it has been here since pre-1840s. It used to be kind of on the outside of the city, but now with all the housing development around it, it's meant that there's a lot more use in it. It's a lot more use as a parkland. So Friends of Merlin Woods began maybe in October 2012, and then we've set up Biodiversity Week, Heritage Week events, looking at the nature, the history, doing cultural, drama, theatre, music. So we do a wide array of things in the woods, just so we can kind of spark everybody's interest.
So we saw some of the stone walling that is being done, traditional stone walling. We saw some of the coppicing that has been done in the hazel area of the woodlands, and we also had to look at the old castle tower house from the 16th century and some graves from the 17th century. Beautiful place with lots of heritage, built heritage, cultural heritage, fauna, flora, and a wonderful place for people to enjoy.
So I'm Fergus Grant Stevenson. I'm a jeweller and silversmith. So today we were making a piece inspired by the Bronze Age gold, you know, the famous Bronze Age gold of Ireland. So we were working in brass and we were using metal stamps and hammers to impress into the metal and create textures and patterns. People's interactions with metal, they very rarely get to create anything with it. It's normally you buy a metal thing, you use it till it breaks and then you throw it away. So it's nice to actually make something with metal, and that's what I like to do as a teacher.
Today we have had an amazing group of Burn Wild children out and about exploring and discovering for themselves really what makes the burn special. Measuring grike depth, we were bug hunting, we were playing kind of nature bingo where they're out looking for various colours and shapes and just basically getting people to really observe what's around them and try to take it in and look a little bit more carefully and closely at the world around them.